Hello, this is Chen Job. Our company introduces jobs to foreigners living in Japan, and we specialize especially in engineers. We not only introduce jobs, but also provide support until they join a company, such as correcting their application documents to pass the screening process and preparing for interviews. After receiving a job offer, we also negotiate annual salary and adjust the date of joining the company. If you have any questions about changing jobs in Japan, please feel free to comment. Please take a look at our one-day video. We interview international students who wish to find a job in Japan or change jobs. Why do you want to change jobs? What kind of jobs are you looking for? We interview them in detail and introduce them to jobs that suit them. Recently, our company's name recognition has been increasing and many people are inquiring about our service. Each person has different work problems, and we listen to detailed stories about how we can solve them. Changing jobs can have a negative impact, so if there is someone who would be better off continuing to work at their current company, we do not recommend changing jobs, but rather tell them to do their best at their current company. We often hear not only about their concerns about changing jobs, but also about how to work in Japan and their work problems. The first step is to revise the resume and cover letter sent by the foreign job seeker in order to pass the document screening process. We can submit the application documents as they are, but if there are typos or omissions or sentences that are difficult to convey, the application will fail the screening process. Therefore, our Japanese career advisors rewrite the application documents. How do we prepare the application documents? We revise the application documents in order to clearly convey the candidate's past experience and how he/she can contribute to the company. We communicate with the candidate by phone and email many times to hear about his/her background and other information. We then revise the application documents many times before finalizing them. We then have our staff, who are former engineers, check the application and rewrite it as necessary. We also prepare letters of recommendation. Our career advisors will write a letter of recommendation describing the candidate's experience, skills, and how he/she can contribute to the company. The quality of the letter of recommendation will increase the chances of passing the screening process, so it is a good time to show our skills. Although preparing the application documents is the most difficult part of the process, it is extremely important because you will not be able to proceed to the interview if you don't pass this stage. We call companies where the job seekers we interviewed want to work and companies that hire many foreigners. We make about 20 to 30 calls every day to get jobs. I make a lot of calls and almost always get turned down. It's mentally tough, But I'm doing my best today for the foreigners who are looking for a job. Once I get an appointment by phone, I visit the company and introduce our service and send them our materials. To get jobs, I not only make sales over the phone, but also use social media. By the way, why did I decide to do this job? When I was studying abroad, my English was not good enough at a time and I couldn't get a job at all. When I told my host family that I was going back to Japan because I wouldn't be able to pay my rent, he said that I should try to find a job since I came all the way to Canada, and that he would lend me some more money. As he offered to lend money to foreigners like me, I was able to concentrate on my job search, and as a result, I was able to find a job without borrowing money from him. I'm very grateful to my host family because it was thanks to them that I was able to enjoy my study abroad experience. After returning to Japan, I decided to start this job because I wanted to help foreigners in need. I cannot lend money, but I thought I could introduce jobs to foreigners in need in Japan, help them apply for them, and support them until they get job offers, such as preparing application documents and practicing for job interviews. That's why I'm now working for foreigners living in Japan. If they pass the application screening, they will practice for an interview. First, a list of questions that will be asked at the interviews is sent to the candidate. The candidate is asked to answer the questions in English, and the text is then translated by a Japanese career advisor into correct and easy to understand Japanese. We not only translate their sentences, but also make improvements to the sentences to be conveyed at the interviews and other sentences so that they will be accepted. When the sentences are ready, we send them to the candidates. After that, we start practicing for the interviews from 9 p.m. We practice so that the candidate can smoothly say the sentences they have created, and our staff members act as interviews for the company, asking in-depth questions and taking other countermeasures. What kind of questions will be asked? How should they answer? In addition, teaching techniques such as the following. We will also practice their Japanese, which will increase their chances of success to some extent. For those who are not fluent in Japanese, we sometimes spend 2 hours every day. It is very hard work for us, but we do our best to help candidates pass the exam. Sometimes there are those who skip the practice or don't think about the sentences. Unfortunately, all of them fail. This is because everyday conversation and interview conversation are completely different. We contact candidates several times to tell them to practice, but they are too busy to do so. Let me be clear. Even Japanese people practice a lot for interviews, but if foreigners don't practice, they will fail. So I want them to be more serious. We want many foreigners living in Japan to know about our service, so we promote it through social media and YouTube. There are many people who want to work in Japan and really need jobs, so we distribute daily to reach them. If you'd like, please subscribe to our channel and spread the word about us to your friends. Interviews and sales during the daytime do not leave time for application documents preparation. Therefore, I continue working after I go home. At night, it's quiet, so I can concentrate. Sometimes I work past 1 or 2 o'clock, but if a foreigner can find a new job in Japan, my efforts are paid off. I'll work hard again tomorrow, so please subscribe to our channel for the next video of a day in the life of our interview staff. If you are interested in changing jobs, please keep in touch with us. See you next time. Bye bye.